Hey everyone, this is Kingsley. I work with Contagious Disciple Making up here in Portland, Oregon, and I wanted to share with you a story that happened recently. We recently started a disciple making community with some of our extended family, and we've been meeting every other week to talk about the conversations we're having with people who don't know Jesus, how we can pray for each other and challenge each other. Recently, we've been showing them how to do their own prayer calendar, which is where you write 30 names of Christian friends and then you call or text one every day to see how you can pray for them, and then you go ahead and pray for them on the spot. Recently, my brother-in-law Kyle had an encounter with the prayer calendar, so he woke up one morning a couple weeks ago and had this burden to call and reach out to a friend of his who is an atheist and who he's had some spiritual discussions with, but is wanting to have more. And God really placed him on his heart, but he wasn't really sure how to go about it. He didn't really have the confidence or motivation, or he wasn't really sure what to say. So he was conflicted that day, but later that day, my brother Ben actually had Kyle on his prayer calendar that day. So he reached out to him and said, "Hey, how can I pray for you?" Kyle responded saying, "Wow, this is very timely because this is the situation I'm in. I'm not really sure how to approach this friend of mine and could really use some prayer." Later that day, my other brother-in-law, Chris, had Kyle on his prayer calendar as well. And he reached out to him and asked, "Hey, how could I be praying for you?" And at this point, it was very clear to Kyle that this is definitely something that God is doing. And so at this point, he said he had tears in his eyes because he was so assured that God had put these people in his life to pray for him and to give him all the support he needs, and that God is totally behind this. And so after they prayed for him, he called this friend of his, and they had a very good conversation. He said it went on for multiple hours, and it was all about spiritual things, about God, about each other's lives, and very meaningful things. And so leading him on those next steps towards Christ. So it just goes to show you how much just a simple phone call or text even can change a person's day. So go out and make disciples too.